Welcome back to Miss World 2003. At a key moment, the judges have chosen the 5 finalists.
We have only what the judges have chosen, which is just 5. Ladies and gentlemen, our first finalist is Miss Philippines. Mabuhay!
Ms. Mafae, this is a question that, or something that I've also been trying to learn for myself. Is there a certain body signal or indicator that, tells you, oh, okay, I'm burning out or I'm doing too much? Is there something that signals your body? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Of course, you're getting older, so it's different when you're younger. You can do it all, stay up all night and whatnot, and procrastinate with essays. But now, I feel it. When I start to feel that way, that's when I am intentional with my meditation. Intentional. Okay, that's it for today. Work's going to be there tomorrow, so it's pointless for me to overwhelm myself right now because I'm not thinking clearly, and that's something that I'm also training and teaching the people that I mentor right now, as well, most importantly my children, because at the end of the day, what's important in your life, right? It's your health,
Right.
especially right now.
Right.
So make sure you take care of that, because otherwise, if you don't, then your work, your school, your passions, you will not be able to fulfill it or reach the goals when you're not listening to your body. You're not listening to what it's telling you. Right? I have a reminder, even utilizing the technology or the resources I have now, my diary, because I'm still into the power of the paper and pen. I have it there. Drink water. I have it everywhere, and then I have it on my phone, an alarm.
Right.
Because when you work so much, when you do so much for others, you forget to sometimes eat, drink water, stand up, right? That's something that, like right now, I'm speaking with you, but I'm standing up because I'm being intentional, because I know it's a Sunday, relaxing day. I will be lounging around with my family. So I said, thank you, Sharina. I'm going to stand up and get my standing time in. So again, there is no hindrance for you to do certain things. I mean, yes, it's multitasking, but it's a good way of multitasking.
That's right.
So
And
there.
That's I think that's very powerful, Miss Mafe. I remember I always remember your words. One of the things that you've taught us and that really struck to me is you always tell us to listen to our body. Tell us listen to what your body is telling you, and I think that helped a lot when you do, even being conscious about your breathing. One of the things that I still do up to this day, as Miss Mafe taught us, every time you feel tense, whether you're gonna go public speaking, you're gonna go online, or you just feel tense in the middle of the day, as you take a big deep breath in and then you breathe out 3 times. So that's something, those small things that you actually do with your body that connects your mind, and just awareness about what's going on. Am I still okay, and all of that. But one of the things, actually, Miss Mafe, some of our students are quite shy to place their comments in there, but I've been receiving WhatsApp messages, and I've heard this a lot as well. I've heard this a lot as well, not just from our students, but even from parents or the older generation. They have this thing where, they tell the students or the young generation, you're too young to be stressed, or you're too young to even think about wellness because you're not in our level yet. But I sometimes beg to disagree, because times are different. We all have different situations in our lives, or in the families, in school. Some of them are even working. So I don't think that we should set wellness aside. But if you had, an advice that you could have given to your younger self or your student self about wellness, what would it be?
start, meditation, prayer. I know that my parents still instilled in me the power of prayer. At that moment, of course, as a young child or teenager, you're like, rosary again, praying again. But now looking back, like, wow, the wonders that it brought me. Not a lot of people know this. Maybe in some of my interviews, I shared this. I actually had my necklace, the scapula, wrapped around my bracelet on the Miss World stage, but I covered it with the bracelet, the diamond bracelet, because I believe in my faith. I thanked every second of the opportunities that were being placed in front of me. And you have to just be grateful. I guess it starts there, attitude of gratitude. You don't have to get into deep meditation, yoga, and things like that, because I know it's not hip, it's not cool, it's not the what the generation is looking for. It's either you're dancing online, posting those, that sometimes I feel like that's wellness for a lot of kids. But at the same time, it's also feeling the pressure of comparison, or am I good enough?
That's
right? So when you think of wellness, it's even as easy as journaling. You have all these feelings, you have to embrace them, and you have to let them out, so that later on, when you're either feeling good, better, or even not so good that day, then you will remember, oh, I felt that way already, and I overcame that. I embraced the failures. You need to embrace that, because you have to realize that no feeling is final, right? We have this roller coaster ride of feelings. One moment we're feeling angry. Give yourself some time, all of a sudden you're okay. And this is something my husband always says to me. If you get your background, I have a husband who is a professional athlete, and he has his own story to tell. But one thing that he always reminds me of, when Kobe Bryant, he has this thing that when he's feeling a certain way, he actually goes to a quiet place and lets that feeling pass. Because why are you going to point the finger on someone else when you're the one feeling that way?
Right.
You'd rather be alone and heal, and then come back to others. And that's something I wish I also knew back then. Right? It's just the power of pause, the power of breathing, letting it go. That's something that I had a hard time doing too. I was a tennis player, and this is all honesty again. I would hit a bad point. I'll get my racket and hit my leg on the side. If you feel my shins, it's just all lumpy, because I guess that was the way of me telling myself, hey, get back to it. Instead of breathe, let it go, concentrate on the next point. So for me, that's my way of telling even my children, self-sabotage or even physically hurting yourself is a no-no. It's not helping anyone, and that's something I do regret back then, because there was one time my dad, I don't know if you're listening right now, and my parents worked so hard, to provide, and my anger got the best of me. I threw the racket on the ground and it bounced, and a tennis court has a really high fence. Somehow this racket was very bouncy. It bounced over right in front of my dad, and I was just like, and I just saw his face of disappointment. So your actions, I always say this in my podcast, your actions speak louder than words. You can either look at that in a positive or look at that in a negative, because somebody's always watching you.
Right.
And this is another thing I share with you all, is that your image is your message. Even if you think nobody's watching, there's a lot of people that are affected of what you are doing, how you are, taking on the challenge that's in front of you. Like you're telling me, you see me just, grace under pressure, but inside I'm just like screaming, right? But I'm able to control it, because I've done so much to get to this point, which again circles back. I wish I knew all of that back when I was younger, but then again, I experienced this so that I can share the story. I can tell you, avoid this. Otherwise, you're going to feel this way, you
Right.
know, because I truly believe all of us, we all have a purpose, whether it is for yourself, whether it is for your family, or anyone online. You are an influencer.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter if you have 5 followers or 10 followers. Those people are still watching you and are still like smiling with joy when they see you happy.
Right.
Okay. So one thing I really want to share with everyone is that what the beauty queens are sharing now, even Pia Wershbach with cyberbullying, think before you click. That's right.
Yes.
Because you just don't know who's tuned in, who's
Right.
watching you, who comes across your post.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not feeling okay that day, just put your phone aside. Take that power of pause. You know, it's not that, oh, you're just posting good things. Why would you want to create a negative effect?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's all about the domino effect, right? So why am I going to post something like negative and want that other person seeing it to also feel negative? In there, you want to create positivity. Everybody knows you're human. We're gonna have our off days. Why
Right.
do you need to broadcast that to the world? No need. You know
Right.
what I mean? Everybody has so many problems already. We don't need to create more.
That's true. That's true. That's amazing. Wow. I'm just here. Yeah, I'm just enjoying my time. I'm, I'm not even hosting anymore. But this is Miss Mafae in her natural habitat. But Miss Mafae, I'm not even gonna ask if
Yeah,
there's a
go on and on.
I'm not even
Yes.
gonna ask anymore for any, tips or final takeaways. But
Mhm.
if there was one tip
Yes.
that you would love to give our students today, what would it be?
Yes. Guys, there's so many positive resources out there. There's so many amazing people that are waiting to help you. Reach out, know your purpose, know your why, because there's so many blessings. I know it can be tough. It has been tough. It's tough for everyone. So how can you be that stronger pillar for them and vice versa, right? Be kind to yourself, respect the universe, respect others, and you will just see the rainbow of blessings that will come your way. If you're very passionate about something, let it out because you could be that voice for someone who is really scared to speak out, right? So just know that when you create amazing habits, positive habits, that will help your future. And I wish I had that too earlier in my career, but I have not regret a single day of my life. And trust me, I have so many chapters. Sharina has only seen probably not even a quarter of
Yes.
it. I have so many stories to tell. So I'm so glad that Trina was able to allow me to share my story. Again, do not be afraid to grow because growth is the way that we can really visualize and really can grade ourselves
Mhm.
of what we've done and what we can do. The possibilities are endless even during this time. Think of that someone that you want to save each day. Be intentional about your me time, you know, and no need to multitask. We're not octopuses with so many hands, right?
Right.
But know that thinking positive, flipping things around, like the L, like I mentioned earlier, you know, embracing the failures, because without them, we won't be able to learn and grow. And love yourself. It's not being selfish,
Mhm.
because when you do, then people will then be inspired by that. So use your time wisely, guys. And I know time is precious right now. So don't dwell alone. Sharina, and obviously, the amazing faculty and each individual who's part of this is creating this for a reason, saving a life online or lives online. So again, thank you, Sharina.
Thank you,
I can
Miss
talk
Mafae.
on and on. You know that.
Thank you, Ms. Mafae. Virtual round of applause for Ms. Mafae. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's always such a refreshing time to talk to you, Ms. Mafae, and really just learn and
Yes.
listen and just grasp it all in, all of the wisdom, and the knowledge that you're imparting, not only to me, but to a lot of students here today. Thank you so much, Ms. Mafae. Thank you, thank you. And
Thank
there's
you,
definitely going to be more
Sharina.
collaboration between BSU and Ms. Mafae.
Yes.
Thank
Yes, I
you.
cannot wait. And guys, I just want to add,
Yes.
Sharina, if you guys want to reach out to me, of course, Sharina knows where to find me, but just go and send a message on my Instagram. I'm very active there. That's Mafae B. So just know that you'll always get goodness from me, because I will learn from you also. So let's
Yes.
just give each other that gift.
Yes, please do follow Ms. Mafae on her Instagram and social media accounts. Thank you so much, Ms. Mafae. It's always such an honor. Thank you, thank you. Much love. Have a great,
Thank
great
you.
afternoon. Bye.